What are you doing? Sammy!
Sam?
Sammy! Sammy!
Emily Thorne. I swear to God, I'm not stalking you. Though I'm not sure the same could be said for my dog.
Hey!
Found this old timer at my door last night.
Wow. I didn't even realize he was gone.
Sorry, he's not normally this friendly. He's kind of an old grump, actually.
Congratulations on the house.
Thank you.
I hope you're not planning on tearing it down and building yourself something like that.
Oh, no.
My dad just passed away from a heart attack.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That's awful.
So what's your name? I'll put you on the official comp list.
You don't have to do that.
I'm not picking up the tab. Sammy is. He feels terrible, don't you? It's nice to know there's somebody else out there with an appreciation for history. This place sure has a lot of it.
I lost my dad suddenly, too. I'm so sorry.
I appreciate it. Alrighty then. You have a great summer.
What are you doing here?
I can't let this go on any longer. That porch swing's been neglected for long enough. It's nice to see you again.
That's really sweet of you.
Well, I feel obligated, because I was one of the first people to swing on it.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah. You too. It's funny. That's what I was thinking on the way over here.
Hi.
These are from Sammy, as a way of saying thank you for bringing him home last week. When I was a kid, I knew the family that lived here. It was a little girl and her dad. He always wanted to move it over to that corner so it'd face the sunrise. I'm so sorry.
Maybe he's trying to tell me something. Maybe he's worried about you after what happened to your father.
I should have called first. You're in the middle of something.
Yes, I am in the middle of something, and that happens to be an exceptionally good bottle of Pinot.
I'm sorry to drag you away from the party. I just didn't feel right telling you this over there.
Telling me what?
Ever since I first saw you, I knew there was something about you, and I couldn't put my finger on it. Until now.
The Amanda?
Yeah. Sammy named her. Thanks for bringing him back to me. Again. Look, sometimes you get a boat out on the open water, and you catch a wind, and the sails fill, and she comes to life under you, and it feels like more than just wind and water and vessel. It feels like there's something else going on. Something pulling you forward and surrounding you at the same time.
Gotcha, Sammy!
Nice throw.
Thanks.
I'm Jack.
I'm Amanda.
Am I making any sense?
You're making perfect sense.
I guess I'm just hoping to find a really good reason to stick around.
A better reason than the stowaway?
If I'm lucky.
I'm seeing Daniel. I thought you knew that.
I know, and normally I wouldn't do anything like this. But I feel like this feeling comes along once or twice in a lifetime if we're lucky.
I met this guy, and even though I don't know him very well, I have this strange feeling that he could be the one. It's just a feeling that I get.
Tell me I'm alone in this. Tell me I'm alone in this, and I won't bother you again.
I'm so sorry, Jack.
What is it?
It's an old mariner's compass.
You didn't have to do that.
No, I wanted to say thank you for fixing the swing.
Don't feel like you have to say anything. He seems like a nice guy, and I shouldn't have put you on the spot like that.
And about the other night,
Can we pretend that didn't happen? I'm still pretty embarrassed about that.
don't be.
I'm really sorry.
You take care of him for me, okay?
Friends?
Friends. Remember when I told you about the girl who used to live here before with her dad?
Yeah, of course.
That friend from Nolan's pool? She's that girl.
How's the wonder dog?
Starting to lose it a little, I'm afraid.
How so?
I don't know if I told you, Amanda was his first owner.
You don't know what it took for Jack to put himself out there for you on the 4th. And you let him think he had a shot, but he never did, because in your mind, he will never be good enough for you people.
Sammy's here.
Thank God. I can't believe I didn't think to look there. Is he okay?
Jack, I think you better hurry.
You mind if I show her the swing that her dad built?
No.
Emily, this is Amanda, a very close old friend of mine. Every time he sees her, he goes crazy, and not in a good way.
That's uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, to be fair, I don't think she remembers much about him either.
How are things with Amanda?
Good. Sometimes I can see all that pain and anger fighting to take over.
I'm so happy my home is in good hands. It's good to be home.
When I was a kid, my old man tried to explain to me that her dad had been arrested. And I didn't get it because Mr. Clark was always such a nice guy.
Damn, right in the nose, Jack.
Prepare for payback.
Jack?
Got you,
Amanda?
Level with me. Is there something going on between you and Jack?
What? No, Jack and I are just friends. You know that.
Not sure he believes that.
I'm sure she has some warm memories of living there, too. Maybe spending some time in the house will help her remember them.
You're a really good person, you know that?
Just make sure you're careful with her.
Yeah, Amanda's dealt with enough pain. I'm not about to let anything else hurt her.
I know you really care about her, but you can't fix a person if they don't want to be helped.
But if you'd just seen this tape, Emily. She was just some little girl that everyone stopped fighting for. I can get him into the truck, take him back to the stowaway.
He used up all his energy getting here. I think this is where he wants to be. So no word from Amanda, then?
Maybe I'm not supposed to hear from her. Maybe building this school is the universe's way of setting my priorities straight. You haven't heard from Amanda, by any chance, have you?
No. Still no luck getting a hold of her?
My phone's disconnected. I can't do it. It's a long trip. He's not exactly a puppy anymore. I don't know, the way he lights up when he's around you, I thought.
I'd be happy to.
Thank you for looking after Sammy.
Anytime.
Oh, Sammy, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sammy.
Hi, Jack.
Hi.
Jack.
Sorry to just show up out of the blue.
No, get inside before you turn blue. It's freezing out here.
Go play. I went up and down the entire eastern seaboard looking for Amanda. But I was always just a day behind. You haven't heard from her, have you?
Not a word. How are you?
Actually, that was gonna be my question to you.
Can I get you something to drink?
No, I'm fine.
Jack, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Every clue I've uncovered about her just leads to more questions. I don't know if she's screwing with me or if she's in serious trouble.
Jack, Daniel didn't kill Tyler.
I'm not saying that he did.
Then what are you saying?
That there's some things you might want to think about before marrying into that family. How are you holding up?
I'm managing. Jack,
Sounds like good news. You should go get him.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry. I practically ambushed you. We can talk later. Starting to wonder if I was ever going to hear from you again.
Yeah, sorry. Things have been a little crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, they have for me, too.
I found Sammy's collar. I thought maybe I could bring it by later tonight.
I can't think of anything I'd like more.
Why are you telling me this?
Because Emily trusts you. And if she's gonna spend her life with you, you owe it to her not to ignore this. It's just nice having somebody with me. I always thought it would be Amanda. Now it feels like the only part of me left hanging on. Hers gonna be buried with him. You okay?
I'm fine. You should see the other guy.
We haven't had a chance to talk since... You know, since the night Sammy died. Maybe that's why I jumped up on you in the park that day. Why I kept running over to your house. It was leading me to you.
I think this belongs to you.
Actually, it belongs to Amanda.
Sammy was my dog after all.
Emily, I want you to know the last time I saw you, I had no idea that Amanda was coming back, let alone that she was pregnant. I would never do something like that to
I know
you.
that.
What are we gonna do now?
I don't know.
Jack and I are gonna have a baby.
If I could go back in time.
But you can't. We can't. Jack, I hope you don't think I'm a horrible person for saying this, but are you absolutely sure the baby's yours?
Let me guess. Grayson's found the Lindbergh baby.
What?
The 10 o'clock news, I couldn't help it over here.
Oh, that was nothing.
All I can think about is how awful I was to her. The last things I said.
Jack, don't do that to yourself.
We took the paternity test, and it's official. I'm gonna be a dad.
I know. Amanda told me we were just together going over some godmother stuff.
Two people who found true love, trust, friendship in a world that rarely makes that easy.
I know the stowaway's not open yet, and Amanda still has a bunch of stuff at my house, so they're welcome to stay with me temporarily.
You sure? Carl has a lot of stuff for someone who only weighs 7 pounds.
Your congratulations are in order.
Yeah, I usually have the wedding before the baby, but...
Well, sometimes it's best when things just happen.
Just thank you for agreeing to be in this kid's life, for having my back always, for being Amanda's friend.
You know, you should go home, take a break, change your clothes.
I stink.
A shower wouldn't kill you.
Do you happen to have Mason Treadwell's phone number?
Amanda went over to his place earlier for lunch, but she should be back by now to take over baby duty. I gotta get behind the bar.
She's gone.
I know it's short notice with the funeral, but would you give the eulogy?
I heard about what you did for Amanda today. It was really wonderful.
Just looking for justice where it's due. Just not even sure I really ever knew her.
Of course you did. She would have done anything for you.
Except tell me the truth.
Kind of hoping that you'd give me another chance.
How about you start by answering a question?
It's a perfect fit.
I've always wondered how you got so close, so fast, on top of all the misery, to find out that you were lying to me too. How'd you get all this?
Spend a few years in juvie, learn a few tricks. You're not returning my calls.
Yeah, I was busy.
Still trying to figure out a way to get back at Conrad?
You didn't just know each other, you were like sisters.
It was a part of my past I didn't want anyone to know about.
Why? Didn't want to tarnish your perfect image?
Jack, I think you're doing the right thing. Amanda wouldn't have wanted you to fight this battle for her.
I'm not gonna pretend I understand why you're doing all this for me.
You've been suffering.
You're Carl's godmother. If you knew, I can't believe you would let Amanda put herself, all of us, in that kind of danger.
Jack, I am so sorry about everything.
I don't have time for this.
She wanted you to be happy.
You're right. It's gotta be one or the other. Because I'm not sure how all this is gonna play out. But I was hoping that you'd still be Carl's godmother if something should happen to me.
Part of taking care of Carl means not letting anything happen to you.
Please. Just go. You're really gonna marry Daniel?
I am.
What's different this time around?
What do you mean?
I mean, last time you were willing to break it off over one kiss.
Listen, I'm sorry you had to see that. I owe you an explanation.
You don't owe me anything.
Jack, don't do it.
Emily, go away. This has nothing to do with you.
It has everything to do with me. I tried to tell you, Jack. But then Amanda was there and she was pregnant. And suddenly you had this whole new life ahead of you. What you saw tonight, it isn't what you think.
I know what I saw, Emily. You're gonna be a Grayson.
If I had only left you alone from the beginning, none of this would be happening. Don't throw your life away because of the choices that I've made.
What choices? What are you talking about?
What are you saying?
I don't want you to be Carl's godmother anymore. I was married to Amanda, and you were supposed to be her best friend. How could you agree to marry into a family that we both know ruined her life?
I wish I could explain it to you. And someday I will.
I am so tired of all the secrets and the half-truths. It's always someday with you.
Jack, look at me. Deep down inside, you've always known the truth. I am so sorry that I lied to you. That I didn't tell you the truth in the first place.
You know, this is where Sammy came running up to you a couple years ago. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I hadn't brought him to the park that day.
I understand how you feel, Jack.
Do you?
I'm Amanda Clark.
Though I think about all the opportunities you had to tell me. That night under the fireworks, the night Sammy died.
I wanted to.
But you didn't.
I'm worried about her.
Well, so am I, but what can I do? You're the source of most of her pain, unless you're here to give me permission to tell her the truth.
I can't do that, Jack.
Not before the end of the summer, right?
It's nice to see someone serving you a drink for once.
Yeah. I guess it's my day off. What about you? You off the clock or on? Just as he was waking up, his eyes caught mine, and he just sprang to life. And in that moment, I saw the love that a child has for their father.
I was just hoping that maybe you would speak with her.
You really refuse to accept responsibility, don't you? She's your sister.
I want you to know I took what you said to heart. To finish this. Which is why I set my wedding date for August.
And I understood. Why you're doing what you're doing. Tell me, when exactly did punishing the guilty become more important to you than helping the innocent?
He's on the verge of turning himself in thanks to you. When you told Charlotte the truth, you set things in motion, so...
But you're the one who told me to talk to Charlotte. Well, you told me when you did. To save me. Is this another one of your plans gone sideways?
No, Jack. This is Conrad getting away with murder. You know what? I shouldn't have come.
Hang on. Let me help you. Is that how you work? You manipulate what you know of people to get what you want?
I would never do that to you, Jack, or to my sister. I care about you. Charlotte's the only family I have, which is why I appreciate you telling her the truth.
This man has killed my wife. He's killed my brother. All I've wanted is to find a way to make him pay for something.
Jack, I need you to stay out of this. All the things that I wish I could do that I can't. Not right now, not the way I want to.
You know, the more I know you, the less I know you.
Jack, what are you doing here? You can't be here.
You can? I'm not just gonna sit around and let Conrad get away with murder.
Let me deal with him.
But I didn't know how I felt about you till this moment. And I'm sorry. I just don't feel anything.
There could be consequences.
You didn't think about that when you lied to me for 2 years? So either I get to tell this truth.
Conrad knows about the breaks, and he thinks you're responsible. I don't know how it happened, but I had to tell you right away.
Conrad already sent someone. He was here waiting for me when I got home. I'll keep your secret. But it's just me and Carl now. Leave us alone.
Someone tampered with the brakes.
That's what caused the accident. It doesn't matter who was driving. I thought I had him. I thought I had him. So until you keep your promise and you end this, I gotta get Carl the hell out of here. I gotta take him somewhere safe. And when you're done, I can go get him. You're responsible for what happened to Conrad today, aren't you?
He had no right being governor in the first place.
So you almost killed him? You're planning on taking him down at your wedding.
I don't want you to be there.
I deserve to be there. I want to be there when they get what's coming to them.
No, you don't. Jack, I'm so sorry.
Don't waste time being sorry. Just finish whatever it is you're gonna do. Because the next guy that Conrad sends might not give me the chance to run. Once the Graysons start connecting dots, because they know what Amanda Clark was trying to do to them. They just killed the wrong girl.
Yeah, you're right. Go back to your life, Jack. To Carl. You don't belong in this.
What happened to that little girl that I met on the beach?
What happened to her? She lost everything, Jack. How do you not get that?
I know about loss. Emily, finish this by the end of the summer, then leave for good. I'll tell everyone the truth.
Look, I will handle this.
And how are you gonna do that, Emily? You can't even trust the people you have on your side. You know that Charlotte lied to Conrad and confessed to sabotaging his brakes?
That is a new low for Victoria. Jack.
Patrick did it.
Now, you told me it's none of my business what happens when this is all over, but how well do you know Aiden?
I thought this was about my sister.
Where did you meet him?
We trained together.
You came to say goodbye?
Since you're not coming to the wedding, yeah, Jack, I am.
Look, I'm sure you got a million things to do, and I'm not much for goodbyes, so...
Just stay out of it.
The last time that you didn't loop me in, I had to send my son away because I thought he might be in danger. You're forcing people to stumble around in the dark, Emily. That's how people get hurt.
What do you want, Jack?
I want to know that you know what you're doing.
Of course I do.
Would you even tell me if you didn't?
There's one more thing I wanted to tell you before I go. About Amanda. I was with her when she died.
What?
I was able to get you off the boat, but by the time I made it back, you were two of the most important people in my life. I don't want either of you to feel alone or in the dark or at risk because of me.
Even when we were kids, when we'd see a shooting star, you'd never tell me what you wish for. And I realize now it's not because you didn't think it was gonna come true. It's because you're afraid
Of what?
of letting people in.
And the last thing that she made me promise was that I would take care of you and Carl.
And you're just now saying this. Why wait till now?
I have to disappear without a trace. I'll be gone for good. You'll never see me again. You know, maybe I was a lot smarter then. Because had I not told you the truth, who I really am, maybe you wouldn't hate me right now.
I could never hate you. I know it's because you were just too busy protecting your plan.
Which I changed because you asked me to, because there was a time, Jack, when you were my best friend.
But look at what you've become.
There's something so familiar about you.
Well, we've known each other for a very long time. It's just after seeing Aiden today, I think you deserve more than you're getting.
You don't even know him.
You're selfish. You use everyone who cares about you.
I lost Amanda, too.
You've taken everything from me.
What happened?
I literally have no idea how to answer that question.
I hate this. And to be honest, you don't know me. Not anymore.
You're right.
I just hope that one day you can understand why I needed to do this.
If it's any consolation, you're the strongest person I have ever known.
I don't feel it.
Trust me.
It's getting so big.
It's starting to walk now, too, if you can believe it.
Well, that makes two of us. You want to know what I used to wish for? That nothing would ever change. What is it?
It belonged to my wife. She was wearing it when she died. And you were there. I know you don't remember this, but we had a big fight about it. I'm sure Daniel told you I decked him.
What?
It's stupid, I know, but he came into the stowaway and I just seeing him walking around free after what he did. Stevie Grayson is my biological mother.
What?
She had an affair with my dad. And she left town, hid the pregnancy from Conrad, and then my dad and mom raised me as their own. Come back to us, Emily Thorne. I think he wants Emily to have it. To keep you company.
Thank you. Daniel.
No. It's Jack.
Daniel shot me. Maybe you should give her a chance. Just please be careful.
You and I are finally getting back to a good place, and I'm trying to get there with my mom, too. Please, just let me have this one thing.
Jack, I'm so sorry.
I guess that's why I came. I needed to see someone who gets it. You were behind it.
Like, as much as I hated using Charlotte, I had to create a public break from the Graysons, and I needed them to feel like they won.
Which you would only do.
Thanks for giving me a chance to. Means a lot.
It was important to Stevie that you have him.
Why did you do this?
Because your father was important to me, too.
I don't want you involved, Jack.
I'm not sitting on the sidelines anymore, Emily. What you were doing, it's not just about justice for your father.
Actually, I ended things with Aiden.
You were ready to spend the rest of your life with him. What changed?
I did.
Emily, your dad was a good man, an innocent man, and isn't that what this is all about? The fight for justice.
This is my fight, not yours.
Would you just let me help?
No.
You abducted Charlotte to get the Graysons to confess?
How did you even find us?
Charlotte was missing. I thought that I needed your help, but then when you guys didn't answer my calls, I knew something was up, so I had her boyfriend track Nolan's phone.
You were right. We're finally getting back to a good place. I honored what you asked me before. I left your mother alone. I need you to do the same. You know, maybe there's something that you could do to help.
Really?
Look, you know I don't like you involved in any of this.
But I am. Especially after what happened to my mom. You were done.
Oh, it's complicated. No surprise there.
My mom said she never knew who wrote the letter.
I think I do. There's a shadow on the edge of the note where it was scanned, which means it wasn't standard American measurements, it was European. Luke Gilliam had the money transfers from the terrorists. Proves that Conrad was the original contact.
So this is all the evidence you need. It's good to know that everything else turned out.
Well, thanks for stepping in for Aiden.
Pascal is a part of this.
Yeah, I think he is. And I know you love his daughter, which is why I don't want you involved in this.
I'm glad that you stopped that guy from hurting other people, but watch out for yourself, too.
Deal.
Charlotte received letters from somebody pretending to be David Clark. She and I tracked him to his house. There was no one there, but it was like a shrine to your father. If you want to be happy when this is all over, you need to tell him.
I can't.
Emily Thorne that I know can do anything. Didn't your father have something like this? I only remember because there was a time we were on the beach and you dropped it and you made me sift through 60 tons of sand until it turned up.
Oh, good luck on the big move with Margot.
Actually, I'm not so sure that's gonna happen anymore.
What?
I don't think we're gonna make it.
This was my father's. Nolan was wrong. You don't look anything like a stripper. Jack, you don't need to keep coming over to check in on me. I'm fine.
I'm not. Emily.
Don't, Jack. Not involving you any more than Nolan already has.
So I'm right to suspect that there's more here, and what, I'm supposed to just back off?
It was a simple break-in.
Charlotte took Carl from daycare.
What?
He's fine. She just did it to scare me, and it worked.
Can you open your eyes for me?
It's murder for hire.
Are you done making your statement?
Charlotte is out of your control. You can't make the people you love change. I knew that if I became a cop, no one could pay me off.
So why didn't you join back then?
Because I learned who you were.
What happened?
It depends. Am I talking to Jack Porter, my friend, or Jack Porter of the Suffolk County Police Department?
You're talking to the guy who watched a huge part of his life go up in flames last night and deserves to know why.
For what you're doing to help her, it's not working and you're in danger.
Jack.
Can you please just let me do my job? We're working for the greater good. And I know that that's what you were doing in your own way, but you know I was never okay with that.
Yesterday after we talked and Charlotte ran off, she called. She was calmer. She said she wanted to meet at the stowaway and ask a few questions.
What the hell, man? Is this real?
It is. His fingerprints just came back from the DOJ.
Jack, you didn't have to put your life on hold to protect me.
No. I'm just glad that it's over. That you're moving on. Are you saying that she ambushed you?
I didn't see it coming.
I doubt there's a person alive who could have stopped you.
Jack, do you think my father's gonna hate me for everything I've done?
Stop it.
And she left you for dead. Why are you covering for her?
Just after everything that I have put her through.
What? You deserved it?
Please, I need to see him.
I'll find a way. Trust me, a father never stops loving their child.
People died in his name. My father never would have wanted that. Did she order a trace on the murder weapon yet?
As a matter of fact, she did.
It's gonna lead right back to the man you found it on. I made sure of it. Conrad Grayson was a monster. The world doesn't care who killed him. They're just happy he's dead.
What am I supposed to do with I'll handle it? What does that even mean?
It means I'm sticking to my statement, Jack. No one else was in the bar.
You did what you had to do to stop them. No one knows that better than me.
Yeah, because you were there. But how am I gonna get him to understand if I can't even get to him? Victoria can twist the truth, all of it. The FBI wants this case closed ASAP, trust me.
I hope you're right. Because I can't take much more of this.
You remember that day? Right after your dad took this, you destroyed my sandcastle.
I tripped.
I'm still going with that story.
Did you tell him? What happened?
A lot that I don't understand, but it's a start. Are you sure that he killed himself?
Why would you ask that?
Because those guys were thugs for hire, not true believers who would commit suicide over a job.
What if I don't? Rebuild.
Jack, that was your bar.
It was my dad's bar. Hell, it was his dream. It was never mine. He didn't want to pass it on to me. You were there. I thought things would change. You were happy to have your dad back. Now you're doing this again?
My father lied. Conrad didn't hold him captive. It was a man named Malcolm Black. I believe that Kate is his operative.
She's a federal agent.
We chose a rookie to work her case. So what are you gonna do?
I'm not really sure. But being a cop all day who clocks in as a bar owner at night doesn't leave room for much else. Alvarez is keeping close tabs, and the FBI requested the security tapes. This investigation will be thorough.
Well, I'm thorough too. You won't find anything on those tapes, I promise.
The case is closed, Ems. Kate's going back to D.C.
Then I bet you'll find a reason to stay.
Maybe I need to say goodbye to the stowaway to make room in life for the things that matter. I'm not the one who went over the railing and dislocated my shoulder and God knows what else.
No, I meant Kate.
I know.
Look, if I'm right about her, she's dangerous. I had to warn you. I couldn't live with myself if something happened to you. Thank you.
It's my pleasure. I'm just not letting myself think about it till we're through the woods on this. You should probably do the same.
You okay?
If she's corrupt, I want to know. If she's not, I want an apology. You're struggling out there with that detective.
What? I'm answering the questions. I'm selling the story.
I'm not so sure. Drawing a treasure hunt sign on Malcolm's gunman was a smart move.
After I convinced Victoria to create a distraction, I guess her guilt is finally catching up with her. Jack, I know it's hard keeping all of this to yourself, especially when the whole world is insisting that you tell a story.
I'm not losing sleep over what the rest of the world thinks about me.
They said they had more questions.
You didn't have to come by. I talked to Ben and Adams, and I got you a day to recover.
I'm fine. What are you going to tell the detectives?
I'll start with the truth. That Malcolm was released by double agents within the FBI, and we didn't know who we could trust.
Every time I'm asked about it, I go through it all over again.
They will stop, eventually.
Yes, but I still have to live with what I've done.
I have every bit as much to lose as you. I was there last night, too, and I saw what happened
It
afterwards.
was a couple of answers. No one even noticed.
Ben noted.
I'm not sure it'll be that easy to explain all of this to Ben.
It'll be easier than you think.
What are you really doing here?
I told you I was worried.
About me? Or that I might blow a fuse and tell one of these camera crews everything I've done?
Jack.
Take the day off. Get your head together. Grieve. It's what humans do.
Jack, just worry about yourself. My head is just fine. Margot has a video of us talking about Kate. You admit to killing her, and we both cop to covering it up.
And so what? She's gonna release it?
She's gonna try. Did I mention this to you?
And I guess you don't approve.
He barely knows her.
I thought that's what dating was for. Get to know someone. Isn't that why you're with Ben?
I know you have Ben's promotion party. Some of the rookies still talk to me.
I can do both. It worked. You're in the clear.
Thanks.
We all did our part. Jack, I don't want things to be like this between us.
How should they be, Emily?
You need me to recant my statement that you called me about Daniel's attack.
You can tell them that I asked you to lie because I was afraid Malcolm would come after me again, which he did.
I know about you and Ben.
And?
You have to know that there's someone out there who's a better fit for you. I realize that my timing is terrible.
Hey, Jack. It's good to see you back on a boat.
This place is crawling with cops.
I don't care. By the time I got to Marion's house, they were loading him in the ambulance. I had to see him. Things between us have been
Awkward?
I know what it means to lose someone, and I was trying to give you space.
So you're doing this now because you think I've moved on with Ben?
I don't know. I thought we put all this to bed already. I killed someone.
And I will protect you.
For life, you're the only family Amanda had. Emily had.
That's gonna get complicated.
I'm doing this now because I can't watch you be with anyone else. Because for once, we're both in a place to maybe start a relationship. And after everything that we've been through and at a time when I don't know what the future holds, I have one certainty in my life, Emily, one. And that is how I feel about you.
And you're not gonna help me.
I can't, I'm sorry. It's just too risky. The cops are gonna turn your story over and over looking for holes.
And I will have answers for them.
You need to rest. When was the last time you actually slept?
We're not safe here, Jack. I'm not gonna sleep.
It's all a good thing. It's a chance to start living honestly.
Well, you were always better at that than me. What are you doing here?
I was called back for questioning. Apparently when you leave town the night someone you openly hate is killed, it looks a little suspicious.
If you don't back my story, the plan is dead.
Then it's dead. I gotta think about Carl and you.
When I get this evidence back, I'm done. For good.
You ready to talk to you?
When someone you openly hate dies in your house, also a little suspicious. I don't know what to say. Things between us, Jack, they're messy.
Life is messy.
Please don't leave me. I need you.
You look beautiful.
Did you really think they'd wait forever? Sacrificing everything and getting nothing in return?
You know, when I heard about the fire, I'm just glad you weren't home.
Why didn't you say goodbye? Jack. Come by the beach house later. Please, I need to talk to you. You have done and sacrificed so much for me. You know how much I care about you.
But what?
I can't, Jack.
Your new plan's the only way to keep the police from looking under rocks. And despite everything that we've been through lately, I'm I'm not letting you do this alone. Emily, what's happened?
Jack, I didn't do it. She planned this. That bitch set me up. I'm innocent.
Taking my kid! You go! Come on! Come on, let go!
We did what we had to do to protect ourselves. Margot's the one to blame.
It seems Judge Knowles had a change of heart. All the charges have been dropped.
You're safe. I'm here. I'm not gonna wait around.
I am David Clark's daughter.
Look, I know that everything is spinning out of control. The arrest, your dad, and you're just trying to keep your head above water, so it's not the best time for this conversation, but we're not doing this.
But this is your moment. This is the girl you met on the beach. This is the girl that you named your boat after.
Remember that day, Sam? I ran into you and Sammy at the park. Suddenly, I felt like everything was gonna be okay.
The other night before you got arrested, I heard that you came to the airport to tell me not to leave, and I just have to know.
The Amanda?
Yeah.
You've always made me feel safe, Jack. I know things got complicated since then with Aiden and Amanda, but I never stopped feeling that way when I was around you. This whole mess isn't over yet, and I don't know how it's gonna end.
Neither do I. But I know that I won't let it end. Is that true?
Yes.
You two belong together. And deep down, she knows it.
Does she?
I want you to stay. When Nolan told me that you were leaving, I realized how badly I'd messed all this up. That's why I went after you.
It's always been you. From the moment Sammy ran up to you that day. Look, sometimes you get a boat out on the open water, and you catch a wind, and the sails fill, and she comes to life under you, and it feels like more than just wind and water and vessel. It feels like there's something else.
I want to be with you. That's why I need all of this to work. Why I'm going after Mason if I have to cut my damn foot off.
Something pulling you forward and surrounding you at the same time. I feel like this feeling comes along once or twice in a lifetime if we're lucky.
I want us to have that chance.
I was hoping to have your blessing.
You have it. I can't imagine leaving Amanda in better hands than yours.
For once, we were both in a place to maybe start a relationship, and after everything that we've been through and at a time when I don't know what the future holds, I have one certainty in my life, Emily, one. And that is how I feel about you. It's always been you.
I consider myself lucky. Most morality tales don't have a happy ending. For some reason, karma saw fit to spare me, but not without leaving deeply etched wounds.
You had that dream again.
It's so real.
It's not. It's just a nightmare.
Deep down inside, you've always known the truth. I love you, Jack Porter.
I love you, Amanda Clark.
When everything you love has been stolen from you, consider my story as you embark on your own journey of revenge.